What is up, YouTube? Quick video on Happy Chaos tips. Now, these are things which you might have not noticed or things to help you within your game plan. So yeah, let's get straight to it. So the first thing is super. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but during the super animation, it ends with Chaos holding his gun out, which I hate because I keep forgetting and I don't put it away and I get punished. So what you can actually do is during the animation of the super, you can hit 2H and he'll put it out, he'll put the gun back in straight away the moment the super's done, and you can move about freely. Now, tip number 2 is, again, after super, you can actually OTG, assuming you hit the super high enough. So, of course, it's not a lot of damage, but if you've only got a little bit of extra to kill, then go for it. Okay, so tip 3, let's talk about which gun you should use in the neutral. Clearly not this one. This got really bad tracking, and it takes a few shots, as you can see. Whereas the heavy version tracks all the way, so I'd recommend for sure using this in the neutral. It doesn't matter how the person approach, they seem to get tagged. It's not perfect, but most of the times they're going to get tagged. Tip number 4, which is his heavy shot and how to cancel it. Now, originally I started off using 214S to cancel the heavy shot, but it puts you back into normal gun stance / gun stance, which you have to do 2H, which is basically long-winded. So now all I do is just reload to cancel, which puts the gun away completely, which is nice. And obviously you can cancel the reload as well, so it's pretty safe. You can also use the curse ball and the clone, but they both put you back into / gun stance. So yeah, it's up to you. Now, tip number 5, let's bait burst. Now, traditionally you use the RC to bait the burst, but Happy Chaos can actually make the choice, depending what string you use, to sacrifice a bit of life instead of meter. So you can actually use the clone to bait the burst and punish. Tip number 6 is air grab and OTG. So you can actually get a crouching dust off of the air grab and into a setup. Tip number 7, let's talk about his concentration. Now, this move is really good as it regenerates your bar, but it leaves you in a counter hit state during the animation. So opt to use this during heavy knockdowns rather than in the neutral. In the neutral, I'd say go for the reload, as you can cancel the animation. It's much safer. And yeah, just keep safe. So tip number 8, let's talk about some of his buttons. This is 5k into 6k. This is actually punishable by throw. It's pretty easy to do. You can hit the 5k at max range and then 6k into a counter hit punish if they try throw you, but it's quite difficult to do. Rather, I'd opt to go for close slash into 6k, which is true. Or if you want to start with a 5k, do 5k into 6s. That's a frame trap. Speaking of 6S, let's go on to tip number 9, which is the fact that his 6S is a very good anti-air. It's got a wonky hitbox like 6P, not as good, but works really well as an anti-air. So definitely use this more, as the 6P hasn't got that much good range. Now, tip number 10, this actually, I wish I knew this prior to learning Happy Chaos, so this is really good for you beginners out there. His slash buttons on counter hit, what do you do, right? Initially I tried to link 236S, but obviously it doesn't work outside of a close / counter hit. You can actually link his heavy gun from a counter hit, so you have to be ready to hit confirm it, but if you can, it can lead to some big damage. Now, these aren't optimal combos, but just something quick for you guys to see as an example. So for tip number 11, we got his dust combo here. We all saw it in the trailer where he can do an uncharged dust into a combo. This is really good to use, but unfortunately his dust has a very bad range. So off of a kick into dust, it just whiffs. Right up in your face, you can do crouching kick into dust and it can work, but any range out of that, it doesn't work. And obviously I'd recommend doing close slash into dust. You can, however, build up momentum to make certain things that wouldn't usually work to connect and increase their range. On the higher chance that you whiff your dust, make sure you shoot to keep yourself safe. For the last tip of this video, let's talk about his little pogo hop, the J2K. Now, it might be a bit weird to use this at the beginning, but the way I've been using it is in instant air dashes. So here I'm just using it as a jumping tool. After hitting it, I do shoot and I land on one side to go into close slash. You can also land on the same side. You can also do a double overhead, so you shoot into a JS. or you could just do nothing and come in with a dust, which is pretty much auto-timed. You can just mash it. Either way, it's a very good tool under certain conditions, so definitely explore this move a lot more. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope these tips have helped you become a better Happy Chaos player. Please like and subscribe, it really helps the channel, and look forward to more Happy Chaos content. Peace.